Hi, I'm Kara-Leah from the Yoga Lunchbox, and today I'm here with John Heslop, who is one of the two men behind Shakti Mats. His partner is George Lil, and they've been long-time friends, and they are the New Zealand distributors of Shakti Mat. So welcome, John.
Hi, nice to see you, Kara-Leah.
Now, for those who don't know yet, what is a Shakti Mat?
So the Shakti Mat, it's essentially a modern-day version of the Indian bed of nails. So the man who invented them based his invention on the bed of nails that he used when he was meditating up in the Himalayas. Essentially, it's a foam mat with 6,000 tiny spikes on it. You probably can't see in this quality, but there's a lot of little plastic spikes on it. And when you lie on it, it has a lot of physiological effects on your body that essentially relax you.
Right, so instead of building your own bed of nails, you can just order one of these, right?
Exactly.
Okay, now I was totally skeptical about this, I have to admit, until you sent me one and I got to try it, and I'm going to talk about that later. But first, I want to know, how did you come across this? Are you like really into yoga or something? Were you researching beds of nails?
Yeah, well, I'm new to yoga. I've only been practicing for about 8 months now, but I did some travel last year. I went over to Thailand and Southeast Asia twice, and on the second trip over there, me and George, my business partner and best friend, we were at a little health retreat on a remote beach in Copenhagen, and we came across a guy lying on one of them on the beach. And our natural response was, what on earth are you doing to yourself?
On the beach too.
Yeah, on the beach of all places. So we asked him about it, and he told us what it is and explained us that it was essentially a bed of nails. And I'm a scientifically minded person, so I was really skeptical to start off with. He gave it to us to try out for a couple of days, and I used it, I think, 4 times over that time. And the first few times I didn't really like it. Found it a little bit too spiky, but then on the third time I used it, it was like coin dropped, and I got this wave of relaxation, and I could just feel all of my muscles just letting go, and this incredible peace of mind. And I was just so sold on it. I just decided I was going to be using one of these every day for the rest of my life. So I got back to New Zealand and I tried to buy one. I looked around for domestic stores and even places where you could buy them online and have them shipped to you. And there was just no way to get one in New Zealand. So we sat down and we talked about it, and we got in touch with the man who invented them, the Swedish monk Om. And 3 months later, we had a shipment on our way over from Sweden.
Wow. Now that's quite a big step, because lots of us will try a product, fall in love with it, but to actually go, I'm going to be the distributor and create a whole business around it, you must have really loved your mat. Do you use it every day still?
Yeah, absolutely. I use it every day, twice a day, a little bit in the mornings, a little bit at night. But mainly my favorite use of it is just when I really need it, like when I'm stressed, when I'm worked up, when I'm tired or anxious in any way. It's my grounding. It's where I go to relax and reset myself.
So when you use it, how do you use it? Like, are you just lying flat, or do you have any special ways?
So the way we recommend people start using it is to lie it on your bed, roll up a thick bath towel, even 2, and place it underneath the neck of it, so it sits up a little bit. So if it's lying flat like this, you can get it actually scooping under your neck. And use it on your bed's a little bit of a softer way to start off with using it. Against your bare skin, like shirt off, you want full contact. For me, I use it on the floor now because I like the extra pressure. I find the bed takes it away a little bit, it softens it, and I like as much spikiness as I can get nowadays. So I use it on the ground and I lie on it for 20 minutes before I go to bed. I find for me 15 to 20 minutes is a really, really good time to get all the effects happening and get the full effect from it. And it just puts me into really nice deep sleep. I know I'm just always straight to sleep after I use it. And then the other way I use it is when I get up in the mornings, I have it beside my bed and I stand on it for a couple minutes. And 2 minutes in the morning is really fantastic because it wakes up all the nerves in your feet. It gets the circulation going right down through your body, and it just really wakes you up and gets you ready for the day.
How do you know you're not just getting off on like the endorphins that your brain's releasing because it's all pain relief, right?
Yeah. Well, what's the problem if I am just on the endorphins?
Okay, so you've got the shipment that came in, where you say 500 or 600 mats initially, something like that?
We're 2,000. Yeah.
2,000. Okay, that's pretty bold as well. So how's the response been in New Zealand?
Yeah, the response has been phenomenal. We've been really constantly surprised around every corner. We had the reason we bought them is we had big expectations about how big they were going to be, because over in Sweden, in 2 years they sold 1 million. They're 10% of the Swedish population owns and uses a bed of nails, and since then it's exploded throughout Europe, seeping into the United States now, into Australia, but in New Zealand, no one's heard of them. Absolutely no one. And that's like, it's constantly introducing it new to people. So the response is always the same. We show them, they go, what on earth is this? They're usually skeptical. We get them trying it, and it's in the time trying it, after that 15 minutes of lying on it for the first time, that people go, wow.
Yeah.
And since then it's been spreading through word of mouth really, really well. So if someone's lying on a bed of nails and it's helping with their back pain, their neck pain, their sleep, their stress, they're going to tell people, because it's such an unusual and natural solution. So word of mouth's been fantastic. We've sold 600 now, and we're stocked in over 25 places, everywhere from pharmacies to yoga studios, chiropractors, acupuncturists, physiotherapists, osteopaths. It's been fantastic.
Can you just do me a favour and hold it up flat? Because when you did that before, we could actually see the spikes.
Yeah, oh, sure.
Yeah.
So you can like that.
Yeah, you can, because I was really surprised when I got mine and I pulled it out of the bag that it comes in. I'm like, man, that really is spiky. You know, like, because it did sound like a bit of a gimmick, I have to say. But do people then, I mean, obviously you've kept using yours. It's not one of those things that you buy and then just gathers dust in your garage until you sell it on Trade Me, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Well, you get out from it what you put into it. It's a little bit like yoga. Like, you know, you can practice yoga once a month and it'll be nice, but it's through the regular practice of it that you start getting the benefits that seep their way into your whole life. And so I think it's very much the same for the Shakti Mat. It's when I'm too busy to use it that I need it most. It's all fine and well when I've got the day off and I can do whatever I like, but when I'm like, do I have the 20 minutes to go and lie on it, is when I go and do it, and it's phenomenal for me. So I think people do get out from it what they put into it, but it's going to last forever, and it's an awesome little feature to have in your house, and people are always going to be asking about it and wanting to try it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm loving mine, I have to say, but I'm going to write a review for you guys and put it on the site. But I'm wondering, because there are a lot of claims made about it, and you've already said some, you know, that it's good for insomnia, it's good for back pain, it's good for this, it's good for that. Is there any hard data science behind it, or is it mostly anecdotes from people?
Yeah, so there's millions of people using it throughout the world, so there's obviously a lot of anecdotal evidence. But on top of that, the Shakti company have done some studies on it, and there's also been a couple of independent studies about it, and they've shown things, signs of activation of the parasympathetic nervous system, and this is just a little bit of technical talk, but essentially it's the system within your body that's responsible for repair, recovery, and relaxation. So it's essentially the opposite to your stress system. So it's shown evidence of activating that. It's also shown evidence of increased circulation, boosting circulation to the area that it's touching. And when you're using yours, you might have noticed like your back and neck will get a little bit red afterwards, just for a few minutes. And so that's the increased circulation to the area and all the warmth you feel there. There's also been some studies that they've done in the United States, and this is meta survey, so asking hundreds of people about the effects that they've had, and for asking them, does it help with your back pain? Does it help with your sleep? Does it help with your stress? All the answers are in the high 90s of yes, it does. Yeah, so there's a lot of support behind it, yeah.
So if people were going on Google and actually looking for some science, some hard data, they could find stuff around the Shakti Mat. Because that's the kind of person I am, right? If you say it does that, I'm like, yeah, but of course you say that. I want to go find out.
Absolutely, yeah. And I'm a scientifically minded person myself, so I completely agree. On our website, we've got a whole tab that is research and studies, and you'll find all of them just linked down there.
Okay, awesome. Fantastic. All right, Jonathan, so if people want to buy the Shakti Mat and they're like, yeah, I want to give it a go, can they go in and like test it out in some of those places, or do they have to like commit and buy it? No,
so we've got our retailers in most I think almost every city now in New Zealand. And if you go into the store there, the yoga studio, the chiropractor, the pharmacy, then they'll be more than happy to have you try it out there, to stand on it. Obviously lying on it, using it for 15-20 minutes is the optimum time to get the effect. For the first few minutes it might just feel spiky, so you want to really take some time out and try it. But absolutely, there's a place you can go try it in almost every city, and they're actually listed on our website as well under the retailers.
Fantastic.
And we also offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if it's not for you, then you can just send it straight back to us. We're really confident in this product. We really back it.
Awesome. Jonathan, such a pleasure to talk to you about the Shakti Mat. Thank you for coming on the Yoga Lunchbox.
Thank you, Kara-Leah.